Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just the Echo, and welcome back to the DragonCraft server, Season 1. This is Episode 2. While I've just been doing a bit of work off camera, upgrading the base slightly, making a few alterations, just a bit of work off camera, I thought I'd do a little bit of mining, and coming through one of my mine shafts, which isn't necessarily that long, I came across an abandoned mine shaft. And I did toy with the idea of starting to do a little bit of filming, but I thought, oh, it's just a mine shaft. There's going to be a few bits and bobs down here. And boy, was I wrong. There's absolutely tons and tons of resources down here. I couldn't believe it. Items galore. I'm going to have to go back to the base to drop off the things. Let's give you a quick show. I mean, this so far is what I've gathered. Lapis, gold, iron, redstone dust. Check out the bling bling, baby. And it's over 70 diamonds. I couldn't believe they were just lying around everywhere. And if we have a quick look, this mine shaft is huge. It's huge. I ran out of I forgot what they're called. Ran out, so I've had to sort of like head back to my base again. There's still ores lying around everywhere. I just haven't got the inventory, but this place is absolutely huge. As you can see, there's still things lying around. Down here, every time you see, this is possibly diamonds here. Like I said, there was just everywhere. Over 70 diamonds. Again, this place is absolutely huge. I haven't even checked out half of it yet. Come up this way, there's a spider spawner. There is another spider spawner. Let's just get rid of Mr. Zombie. Not 100% sure where he came from. What could do with lighting this up really. Again, yes, this place is absolutely massive. I just couldn't believe how much ore is down here. Again, we've got one spider spawner here. I think I came across another spider spawner. Came across quite a few chests as well. But like I said, without the luxury of having an ender chest at the moment, or shulker boxes, which I'm absolutely dying to get. But I decided on this series I didn't want to rush it. Wanted to take it nice and steady. Don't want to get to the end game and sort of kill the dragon within the first 3 or 4 episodes. Wanting to enjoy starting a new map, play the game, how it's meant to be played really, not rush it. Again, we've got one spider spawner here. My sort of normal plan of action is I lay the torches on the left, so I know that when I'm on the right, I'm on the way back home. But again, this place is absolutely huge. There's so much of it that I haven't explored yet. I haven't been down this way. I think I nipped into this room. Again, there's ores down here. I haven't even been over sort of that side yet. It's still unlit. There's still parts of the abandoned mine shaft that I haven't even touched on yet. But as you can see, my inventory is pretty full, and it's full of stuff that I don't want to lose. So I'm not going to run the risk of dying down here with my iron armour. Now we've sort of built up quite a nice little stash of diamonds. I shall be making my some decent armour, diamond armour. Might look at doing definitely doing a spider spawner. I could do with an XP grinder at the moment, and the spider spawner, and the other one, which is around here somewhere. Oh, it's over this way. That's right. I don't think them close enough to have a double spider spawner activate at the same time. I'll have a look at that in a bit more detail when I come back down here. But again, it's I just couldn't believe how big it was. I didn't remember abandoned mine shafts being like this. I suppose it helps. I mean, we're at level 8 at the moment, so it's, you know, anything from 5 to 12 is prime for diamonds. It really caught me unaware. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back to the base, drop off all this loot, and then I shall probably come back down here and explore it a little bit more. Also as well, I'll show you a few of the upgrades that I've done to the mud hut. Just show you what I've done off camera, so I'll catch you in a bit. And we're back. Right, just dropped off all the loot. Right, let's have a look at what I've done to the base. I've added there an enchanting table, managed to gather up enough paper to make all of the bookcases to give it full power. Yeah, that's a level 30. So I can start enchanting and getting some decent bits of kit. It's got a little bit of lapis down here. Just some iron shovels, just to sort of reset the enchantment that we get. So I can start doing that. I'm level 39 now, so I can enchant 4 times at level 30, which should give us some decent, hopefully some decent armor and kit. If we just go through this door, this is an AFK fishing spot. I did test it out for about half an hour just to see if it works. I've seen several tutorials on this. I can't remember who posted the original idea. It works pretty well. Not 100% sure on if I'm actually going to really use it. I think they're a little bit overpowered for the start of a game. I know the jury's out. A lot of people like them, a lot of people don't, I suppose. But the way it is, it's a farm, it's in the game. Yeah, the jury's out on that one, really. Still undecided whether I'm actually going to use it. Like I said, I did use it for about half an hour, 45 minutes. Managed to pull out a couple of books, enchanted books, some Nautilus shells as well, which are quite hard to get hold of. Got myself my end portal, my nether portal, and just going through here just quickly. We'll come out at quite an unusual place. We're quite high to the ceiling, really. I've just had a little gathering session on some quartz so I can make some comparators. I shouldn't really hang around in here for too long because I haven't brought my flint and steel, so if this gets blown up by a ghasts, I will not be able to get out. Right, so just nip back home. Right, and upstairs we've sort of like added a couple of more chests and sort of arranged them all so at a glance we can look where we are. So here's the valuables. As you can see there, I've got virtually 2 stacks of diamonds. There's the nether quartz that I went looking for in the nether, and there's those Nautilus shells. Got a couple of name tags, decent amount of iron, bit of gold, quite a bit of lapis now. Food, building up the food reserves quite nicely. Don't really need to sort of concern myself with gathering food anymore, really. It's got quite a bit to be going on with. Got some melon seeds, which I'm quite grateful for. They can be difficult to find sometimes. And I will do a melon and pumpkin when I come across some pumpkins. Automatic melon and pumpkin gathering machine works really well. You just set it up and you just leave it to chug along by itself. Quite a simple design. Again, I originally built it on my previous map quite a while ago, about 12 or 18 months ago, and I can't remember where I found the idea for it, but it works really well. I should be building one of those quite shortly. Don't think there's any urgent need to get one up and running yet. I mainly used it for trading with villagers, for emeralds, but I haven't come across a village yet, so that's not an urgent matter at all. Still got a little bit of wood, went out wood chopping. It's always nice to have like a bit of a reserve of wood. Fuel, got plenty of fuel, coal blocks. Been occasionally nipping out into the bay over there, um, chopping up some kelp. Not the bottom one though, so it leaves it to grow again because it grows quite quick. Been gathering up the kelp, cooking it, and then changing it into kelp blocks. Really good source of fuel for your furnaces. I think the dried kelp block, a single dried kelp block, will smelt 20 items, whereas a coal block will only do 8. So it's quite a good source of fuel. Eventually, I will be building a automatic kelp farm, which will automatically go down and get cooked, which will automatically sort of be stored, and then just manually sort of converting those kelp blocks into, dried kelp into kelp blocks to actually run itself. Or another idea I've had really is quite possibly using a cactus farm, because cactuses automatically add themselves to the fuel block. The kelp can automatically add itself to the items to be smelted block. So it's literally, once you set it up, it literally runs itself, and you'll just have dried kelp come out galore, which you can convert into kelp blocks if you want. But a cactus can be used as the fuel, and obviously that can all be done automatically. So I'm not 100% sure of how I'm going to work it yet. Gathering up resources still, converting it into stone, getting some stone bricks together, and again with the diorite, granite and andesite. I quite like building with andesite and smooth andesite. It quite sort of accentuates the cobblestone and stone block quite nice. Little bit of variation, but it's still all roughly the same tone. Looks quite nice, gives a little bit of detail to the build, especially when you're building in stone brick. Haven't really come across a desert yet, so I've just nipped up and got a few little bits and bobs just so I can get some sand, dirt, self-explanatory, random. This is just for random items that don't really go in any other chest. A bit of dye there, gravel. I also grabbed some soul sand while I was over at the nether, and some magna blocks so I can make some bubble vators or item elevators with the new 1.13 mechanic, powered rail and rails, which is what I found at that large abandoned mine, and just a bit of netherrack that just sort of landed in my inventory. Redstone, got a good supply of redstone going on. It seems to be everywhere. Started to make a few items: torches, repeaters, comparators, hoppers, observers, which I know are going to be the things that I'm going to be needing to make the initial few automatic farms, and mob drops, leather, rotten flesh, a few bones and gunpowder, string which I can change into wool, and a couple of 3 saddles from the AFK fishing farm. And this is just a overspill of nothings really. There's a couple of books that I got from the AFK fishing farm. You know, so and also as well, I started to make a map. Initially, the first map I built was this one, which is where we am here. Seems to be right on the edge, which is like a nice little place because you haven't got to go too far to open up a new map. And again, this map here is increased once, so it gives like quite a big sort of overview of where you am without it being too big. Got a few compasses and a bit of paper, which I can increase that a little bit later on once we start to go further afield. And yeah, it's not looking too bad really at the moment. Starting to get a nice few bit of resources together. Glad that I come across that mine shaft, because like I said, there was over 70 diamonds down there, and now I can sort of be at the stage now where I'm not in my cheapy iron armor set, and I can actually get an diamond armor together, with my enchanted table it should be pretty good, because every time I come across a drowned with a trident, I have to run off because they're so powerful, and hopefully that'll change soon. So right, I think the next port of call I'm going to be looking at, see if I can find some chickens, because I want to set up an automatic chicken farm, um, which will automatically dispense the eggs into a half block, and I think it's like 10-20% of those will actually turn into chickens, um, with some sort of intermittent dispenser which fires a quick blade of lava to cook the chickens once they've grown up. Used to just be able to have a block sitting over the top of them before, but now with the 1.13 mechanics where items float in liquid and lava as well, I think 50-60% of the items get caught by the lava, start to float and then just burn. So it needs to be an intermittent, just a quick fire blade just to hit the chicken and then suck itself back into the dispenser, and leave the chicken to burn. Sorry, Mr. Chicken. And then that'll give us a good constant form of food, which you don't really have to mess with. So at the moment it's going pretty well, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go on the hunt for chickens and I'll get back to you when I found some. And we are back, and I thought I was going to just open up the maps that I've got, and lo and behold I've just come across a sunken ship with some treasure map, some chests in there, and lo and behold I've found a treasure map. How good is that? A few other bits and bobs in there as well, some carrots which I didn't have, pumpkins, a couple of emeralds. Just using the trick now of putting down a door and you can stand in that and it creates a airlock type sort of thing, which allows you to breathe. And while I haven't got any aqua affinity or respiration on my helmet, it's quite difficult getting down to the bottom of the ocean to check out stuff without virtually drowning. So that's been quite a successful mission. Just thought I'd open up the maps that I've got and come across a sunken ship, which is a Brucey bonus. Right, and I think we'll head back now. And there we go. Our tiny little part of the world has been fully opened up now. We can see the lay of the land. Quite a mixture. There's quite a big forest to the right, a few spots of lava, which would be quite handy to have. I shall go and fill up a few buckets of that. I think it was roughly about here I found the sunken ship, roughly. And what we're going to do now is open up this buried treasure map. I'm quite excited. I've never dealt with one of these before. That's pretty handy. It's right near our base. So what I'm going to do now is just sleep the night away, and we'll go off and have a look what's been buried. So a heart of the sea would be lovely. Right, let's get this map out. Oh. Deal with those horrible people. A few bits of gold there. We'll take his string and eyes. Not too far away from it. I'm quite excited really to see what's inside it. I've never ever had to deal with these, because obviously on the last it was something that was incorporated into the 1.13. So let's try and find our way over. I don't really want to swim because it takes ages, but it's over this way anyway, so looks like it's on that little island over there. I should have brought my boat. Right. it must be here. Right, so we virtually directly above it, so let's have a dig about and see if we can find this chest. Without destroying too much of the landscape. And also without drowning. Let's grab some air. Right, we should be directly above it. As far as I'm aware, hidden chests, buried treasure is only under sand. I could be mistaken, but let's grab some more air. I think the rule of thumb as well, it's within 10 blocks, I think. Without drowning again. Should be right above it now, surely. Ah, there she blows. Excellent. Right, let's just grab some air. Head down again. What do we have? Ooh. Just quickly before we drain. Back down again. There she is, Heart of the Sea. Excellent. Oh, that's brilliant. What I'll do is I might as well take this chest as well. Without dying. Grab some of this sand as well because I've not got any. Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't think I was going to find any this close into the game. Our inventory's full. Right. Let's see, do we... No. 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 Yep, keep everything else. So we need sand for glass and concrete. Or concrete powder, I should say. So I might grab a little bit more while I'm here. Then what I'll do, I'll meet you back at the base. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back at the hut. Everything's put away, all my valuables. There's my Heart of the Sea, which is awesome to have. And I've just made myself up my first set of diamond armour. Right, which we're going to head downstairs and hopefully we'll get some nice enchantments on here. Let's grab some lapis. I think maybe first I want it's chest or boot, helmet or boots. I think we're going to have a look what the helmet says. Unbreaking, boots, depth strider, which I would like. Come on, be nice. Oh, protection 3 as well, that's a bonus. And let's see what the helmet says now. Protection 4, yes, I think I will take that. Hopefully we've got a respiration on there. Please. Aqua Affinity, Protection 4 on Breaking 3. That's not too bad at all, really, considering. Right, let's get myself kitted up. Oh yeah, look at that. Looking right dapper. Right, and I think now what we're going to do, we're going to head back down to the mine and going to explore that abandoned mine shaft a little bit more and pick up the resources that we didn't have, that we didn't manage to get when we went down there last time. So when I get back down there, I'll get back to you. And here we are, guys, back at the abandoned mine shaft, ready to explore the rest of it and collect all the ores that I couldn't get before. Right, I'm going to try and do this in the form of a time lapse. Enjoy. well, that's it guys. Seem to have had it covered. It looks like I got most of it the first time I was round, but this is what I've managed to pick up. A few more bits of redstone, found a Frostwalker book, got a potato as well, which is a bonus, some more melon seeds and some beetroot seeds. So you know, not too bad a haul. 1 diamond, so it's not too bad really. Thought there was going to be a lot more, but I was mistaken. Right, I'm going to head back to the main base now and put my stuff in the chests. I'll see you back there. Right there guys, and we are back. Right, just a quick update. I think this episode's got quite long enough now. We managed to find a couple of chickens that we brought back to the base. Been gradually sort of breeding them up. So hopefully on the next episode we'll sort out our automatic chicken cooker, which will be a good source of food. It's good saturation, the chicken is, and we won't have to worry about food again really. That'll see us through for the rest of the season. Brought back the valuables that we've got from the mine, pretty decent amount of iron now, a bit of gold, quite a bit of lapis, still got quite a few diamonds after making my armour, full set of armour now, getting the enchantments on gradually, and that's not come out too bad. The food level's pretty good, potatoes, carrots as well, which were awkward to find, melon seeds, pumpkin seeds and beetroot seeds. So I think we've got virtually everything there is to get really. You can start making farms from there. Fuel, we've got plenty of fuel to be going on with, so I think overall it was a pretty good episode really. Mob drops, starting to build up a bit of gunpowder. I come across a couple of endermen, so I've got the ender pearls, because what I need next is a little bit of blaze powder, so I can make some eyes of Endor, and then I can start looking for the where the end gate is, start to build up a few of them so I can open up the end portal. Redstone, good supply really. Randoms, just caught a fish because that's an achievement. And while we're on the topic of achievements, this is what we've got so far. Obviously we're missing away the tridents, so we've got a few of them at the moment. Shoot something, just like the very basic first ones that you get. It's not too bad, but got a few of those. Need to breed up all the animals, but the plan of action for the season is to try and complete all of the advancements. I think I done all of them on the last map, barring that one. It's so difficult to catch a ghast, bring it back to the overworld and then kill it. It's not the easiest thing to do at all by any stretch of the imagination, but other than that I got everyone last time round, so I think that's been quite successful. So, and I'm going to leave it there for this episode. So if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos. I'm Dusty Echo, and I am out of here.